In this video, I'm going to explain a function called unique. So this is again a very new function that we have in Excel, and this function will not be present in the older versions of Excel, but it is there in Microsoft 365. So what I have here is cities, and from these cities, I have some employees who work with me, and these are their titles. Now, what I want to know, first of all, is for example, I want to see how many cities I have the employees from. So I'm not interested in all the city fields here, just the unique ones. So we're going to be using the unique function for that. So the function is unique. First, we're going to try just with the first argument, that is array. I select array, and that's it. I press OK, and I get 3 cities. And if you notice, these are 3 cities from which I have the people working for me. But then I have another thing here that is called title. Now my second part is I want to know what city they belong to and what's their title and so on. So I want that for all. And you notice that for this, you would want the title field also to be selected. So now I'm going to edit this function to include not only the city, but the title as well. After that, I have the second argument that is by column. So let's see, like if I don't fill anything out here, so what happens if I just press OK? If you just press OK, by default, what they will do is they are going to give you the unique rows. You would notice that there are city names being repeated here, and that is because for the cities, if you look on the right hand side, they have the title field also, and which means both these together are unique at the same time. So one is this way, and then if you want to complete this, so by column, it says, do you want to compare rows against each other, or do you want to compare columns against each other? So in this case, I want to compare rows against each other because I have data vertically. And if you see, I want the whole data to be compared with each other. So that's why we want to select rows. So for rows, we are going to choose compare rows against each other. So we have to type false here. This is the reason why the first time when I just ran this test, just by clicking OK, there was no need for me to enter anything because false or omitted means the same thing. So which means if you leave it blank, it is false by default. Now, the third argument says exactly once. Now, simply what it means is, if do you want the data to be showing exactly once? Exactly once means that if there was any combination that occurred just one time, then it will only show that data. So for example, let's just try this. For now, true. When you do that, you click OK. So these are the only 4 combinations that occurred exactly one time. So, which means if Seattle and supervisor, this combination happened more than one time, then it would not be showing here. So that this is what this false means. Sorry, not this false, this true means. So exactly once means if they're occurring just one time. But I don't want that. I want all the distinct values together, the combination of distinct values, no matter if they are happening one time or more than one time. So now when you do that, you see all the different combinations that you have from these cities. And the same data I have pasted as transpose here so that I could explain how to compare columns. So remember in this we were looking at rows, but this time I want to look at columns. So what to do? Again, the same thing, unique. My array is the same, just that this time it is pasted as horizontal, not in vertical format by column. So now they ask me, do you want to compare rows against each other? Rows means, do you want to compare this row with this row? If you do that, it won't make sense at all, which means you are comparing city with the title. I'm not comparing city with the title. And notice that if I press OK, it is going to give you mostly everything. Not mostly everything, actually, basically all the same things that you have here, you will have them here. So that's why it does not make sense. So that is the reason in here you have to choose compare columns against each other. That means true. Exactly once. Now from this step, it's exactly the same. Do you want just the combinations that occur just one time or all the distinct? So I want all the distinct ones, so that's why I'm going to type false. Or if you just leave it blank, then also it's okay, because it says for distinct rows, you can either type false or omit it, means you can leave it blank. And now this is the answer. Now if you look, your answer is exactly the same as this one. The only difference was how your data from which you are getting the input is laid out. So this is unique function. Please let me know if you have any questions.